Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. JC here with another video on Action Taimanin. Today we're gonna analyze if the new pick of gacha for New Year Yukikaze is actually worth it or not. Because she is a limited supporter, she only comes on New Year, and you'll have to wait for her or be very lucky on the exchange facility to get a copy of this. So let's analyze if she's really worth it or not. But before we start, don't forget to leave a like, share, and subscribe if you enjoy the content. Also, comment on what you want to see next. And what are your thoughts about this particular supporter? Is it worth it for you? Not? Are you rolling? So, let's start with the effects. So the passive, this is New Lightning, instead of New Year. Okay, New Lightning Mizuki Yukikaze. She has a passive that says damage dealt with range attack is increased by 13% and damage taken from range attack is decreased by 13%. When max out, that's gonna double, so it's 26%. Decent, but range attackers usually want more damage than they want defense, so it would be better to have a lower defense stat and a higher attack stat. Multipliers, damage multiplier and damage reduction. So then we have the active, which also has a passive. The passive reads, once every 5 seconds, lightning strikes the enemy and inflicts 70% of additional damage. That's like not good. It's similar to Heaviko's New Year Heaviko's passive, which is not that impressive. The passive on the active. It is not that impressive. It can work to proc certain effects, I guess, but not something that notable. And the active reads, as lightning flows through the ground, deals 610% of damage, makes the enemy nearby groggy, and applies bleeding effect of 50% of damage for 10 seconds. So yeah, right now we don't have like any busted strategies for bleed, so it is not that important. It is a protect type supporter. So is this worth it? Yes and no. Let's elaborate on that. So very quickly, we're gonna analyze what this brings to the table. Let's see. Let me think. I'm going to organize it by number. Yeah. Omitting characters which have good mixed attackers, which have good range attacks, focusing only on on characters which are mainly range attackers. Let's see if it's important for those or not. So the first range attacker would be Yukikaze. Let's check her blue. This one, Shinden. Shinden is not the best of her skills, but it's usable. Knockback, additional, critical rate. Oh, horrible. It doesn't have a damage multiplier. It doesn't have effects. Let's see. Increases the thunder range. No. Creates 2 satellite bullets. Usable. Yes. Stun. No. Increase range of auto attacks by 50%. Reduce the enemy's damage. My god, poor Yukikaze. No, she doesn't like that supporter. Even though she is the supporter, she doesn't like that supporter for herself. Emily does. Emily does like that supporter. I can tell you beforehand. Because she does have a bunch of good effects with blue, as well as skills. This one is going to heal. This one, knockback, no. Particle charge, no. Reduce damage taken. This is not bad, but usually you don't want to use it. Homing bullet is excellent. So you have this, you have eggs, you have gravity hold. Ground shocker also is good. Healing field is good, no matter the color. This one only in red and blue. So yeah, for Emily, it's a good option. So there's one character who wants that, but it's not like she really wants that, and we're gonna check that in a moment. Asuka can be blue. But if I'm not mistaken, she's mixed, so we're gonna skip it first of all. Let's see, are there any other on this part? No. Then we have here Astaroth. Astaroth likes blue, but as you can see, we have better options. Why does she like it? She inflicts a debuff, increased damage. If you want to use this as a damaging skill with a weapon, increase damage, but I don't like the skill. Supernova is super good. Increase the familiar damage. Appreciate it, I guess. Reduces enemies' damage. Not good. So, Supernova. Supernova is good enough reason for you to want that supporter. Let's see. Which other one is range? Sora. If I'm not mistaken, Sora does like using blue. Reduce the enemy's damage? No. This skill is very good, so yes. Let's see. Increases the duration of the enemy's turn. Not bad. 4 seconds. The more the better. Reduce enemy's speed. That's good. And increase damage of the arrows by 100%. So yeah, I like that one. So it is good for Sora. Yes, we have 3. And she's mid-range. And if I'm not mistaken, blue isn't her strongest. Yeah, she has this area that pulls the enemy in. Increase the range. That's actually good if you're doing a lot of damage. Increase the current size. That's also good. The size is good. Increase the speed. Stun. Increase the speed. Knockback. Okay, so let's imagine that this one too. We have like 4 characters, which actually... we also have... yes, Aina. I forgot about Aina. Let's see. Stun, no. Call a drone. I don't know how to use Aina. An additional attack shooting together. The cooldown time increases by 2 seconds. Okay, so it's 7 seconds. It's not that big of a deal. Okay. Call one additional automatic attack drone. The cooldown time increases 3 seconds. 12 seconds. And let me check the AoE. Maybe. Makes the enemy groggy. Increase defense. Does she have HP recovery? No, right? Then terrible effect. Stun, increase attack range, increase critical. Oh my god, poor Aina. She doesn't have like great effects on this one. It has to have a huge, and I mean huge, amount of base damage to actually work with these effects. Increase the duration of the automated attack round. Okay, so let's say that Anya does work. Like 5 out of 6 characters that are range work with that supporter. So then we're gonna take this specific character because she has, as you saw, the supporters equip. So yeah, we're gonna use her. What other options we have for blue that give you more value and that are maybe less limited? So first of all, we have the perfect trio of Mido Haruka, Onigumo, and of course Fuma Amane. Those are going to increase your damage against specific traits. So from the very beginning, you already have an option there if you have those supporters. Those are better because they give more damage than Yukikaze. And as I mentioned, the ranged attackers don't want the extra defense. They want more attack. Then we have, for demons, we have Hebiko, which is F2P, because it's on the gacha, and you can get it always. And she is like 2 points. I mean, if on S1, Yukikaze is 13%, and on S1, Hebiko is going to be 12%. She only works on demons, but you can get it always. That's the main difference, and that's great. I'm not gonna go for something specialized as Kaito because she needs to crit to do her stuff. And let's say that we're tackling BR and you're not going to crit, so I'm gonna omit her. For machines, that was for demons. For machines, we have Uraru. Then For protect characters, we have Lilim. Lilim, yes. We have Lilim. Who else? If you buff yourself enough, you have Kana. This one, we're gonna omit the crit ones for now. If you are an assist type character, you have Felicia. If you're facing a boss, you have Arabella. So there are many options for ranged attackers. We even have this one. I don't like this much, this supporter, but we do have it. No, this one is for people with familiar, and there are not many. I mean, there are, but it's very niche. So we're gonna omit that. So yeah, as you can see, and I didn't mention Onisaki Kirara. Onisaki Kirara is another option for demons. So let's analyze. Demons and blue are the strongest. So let's see. I'm gonna filter protect number 1 because who are affected? I forgot to mention too Micah, which is busted. It is really good, and I think blue is her less reliable color. Reduce damage taken. Yeah, that's not good. Increase damage. Megiddo. Oh, no good. Increase. Increase defense. Okay, so you don't want to use hair on blue. So we're gonna omit hair specifically. So let's see. How many can replace Yukikaze, new Lightning Yukikaze with Lilim? We have Aina and Sora, who can replace Lightning Yukikaze with Lilim. Now, let's go with machines to replace it with Uraru. We have Emily. We can replace her with Uraru. Let's go for who? No, Demon. To replace it with Onisaki Kirara. We have Eleanor. We have Astaroth. Okay. So there are already many options. Let's see. For human, I don't remember mentioning a human, but I want to check like range human. Sora is range human, but she's protect. So actually, omitting protect. What is range? Only Yukikaze. What an unfortunate case, Yukikaze. So yeah, as you can see, there's no real need for you to roll this because there are plenty of options that give you more damage and benefit than it would for new Lightning Yukikaze. Let's go with blue. Here she is. I only have one copy because I got her on the first time she came. So we have the 3 classics. We have this one that is F2P. We have a couple limited options. Yes. We have another F2P supporter. We have this one, which is always available on the gacha. The classic options again. Yes. And that's not taking into consideration other things that buff, like damage, specifically for crit. We have Keito. We also have Reina. We have Kosue is super niche because it's against buffed enemies and it increases crit rate, but it helps. So, in my opinion, I wouldn't recommend that you roll for this one. If you want to get the icon, it's fine. I mean, I don't think that it's worth it to spend my gems or coins on an icon. The icons don't do anything in-game. And saving your resources to hit pity is really worth it, in my opinion. I know it's hard, it's difficult, it takes time, but when you really, really, really want something, it's best to try to hit pity. Even though you may hit it more than once to actually get it 5 out of 5. But that's my opinion. Besides, remember that we are about to get the announcement for a new character. There is a chance that we receive Lapis, Spinel's partner. Let's see, Spinel. I'll go to collection. Taimanin. Spinel, we're gonna receive Lapis, or there's a chance that she is the one that we receive. That's not the only thing that could happen. If we receive Lapis, I think there's a big chance that we receive a limited supporter for her, just like Spinel. Where do I have like Spinel's limited character release supporter? But there's another possibility. Let's see. It is in order, yes. Eleanor had a supporter, a limited supporter. Then we had Heviko. Heviko didn't have a limited supporter. And now Spinel has a limited supporter. And I mean character release limited supporter. Okay, these two did have a limited supporter, Heviko didn't. So there's a chance that the next one is actually not Lapis. And instead, we might receive, let me check if I can find her. Where are you? Yes, yes. We might receive Sakuya instead of Lapis. And there's a chance that if it's Sakuya, in that case, we do not receive a limited supporter for her. I don't know. It's just like a hunch. Let's call it that. It's not guaranteed. It's just a hunch. Okay? So, the optimal thing to do would be that you don't roll just yet. Because there's plenty of options, if you want this, that can replace her. So, if you really want her, wait for the announcements, and when the banner is about to finish until February 5, let's see, how many weeks is that? Like 3 weeks? Let me check the calendar very quickly. Where do I have the calendar? Here I have the calendar. So, what? Let's see. Like this, yeah. So today's 24th, 31st, and 7th. The 5th, oh my god, no, that's bad. It only lasts 2 weeks. This banner only lasts 2 weeks. Very limited, I don't like that. So, what are the options here? I don't think... It is possible that before the banner ends, we get the announcement of the next character, but there's a chance there isn't. So that the announcement is after this banner leaves. So you decide whether or not it's worth rolling for. In my opinion, no, it's not worth rolling for, because even though it's nice to have more options in the game, we already have a ton of supporters which fulfill that role in that color. Especially because it only works for range damage, and as I mentioned, a range attacker doesn't care about defense. It is nice to have defense, yeah, but it is not necessary to have defense. You can go with full damage, and that's more than enough for your range attackers. So yeah, that's about it, guys. Tell me what you think about this. Tell me, do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you think it's best to roll at the very beginning to get lucky? Or should we roll at the very end to just foresee if it's worth it or not to roll a supporter? So let me know in the comments, and I'll be seeing you next time. Bye!